Impression of DDP asking Chimaev about his cleft lip. This guy's already been sparring hard, I see, huh? A lot of visible damage on his lips. This guy's already taken too much damage, huh? Impression of Izzy's Hoover malfunctioning in the bank. Oh, this is just all I needed. I got up early to clean this bank for money. And this is my struggle. Black, red, yellow, brown. White is probably about how I'd rank worst to best skin colors on ugly to pretty. Red? Who's red? Who's red skinned? I don't even know if anyone's red. Thank you for the 5. How easily would you dispatch 5'2" Jesse on fire? He's not 5'2". I don't think. Thank you for the $2. But I like my odds against anyone. I have main character syndrome. Impression of Gianni the Greek predicting if Dricus will make out with his coach. I don't know if he will. Can I get a Rogan? People forget, man. And then the speech about Benson Henderson. Okay. People forget, man. Benson Henderson, man. He invented the jab to the thigh. And he actually did invent the jab to the thigh against Nate Diaz. Thank you for the $5, Mitchell Miguel. Guru acting like he knows who Benson Henderson is. His wife follows me on Instagram. Anyway. She literally does, by the way. So, yeah. Thank you very much. I didn't mean that for Benson Henderson, by the way, to say that your wife is in my DMs or anything like that. But his wife does follow me on Instagram. I didn't actually mean that as in, oh, she wants me. Obviously not. But she does. I'm pretty sure she follows me. I don't know. I saw a comment on one of my posts. I was like, this is interesting. I sort of hover over the comments to see what my fans look like. And then it was a picture of her and Benson Henderson. I was like, what the fuck? Her surname's Henderson. She got a picture of Benson Henderson. I wonder who this is. And it was just a woman with a bunch of pictures of her and Benson Henderson. Why are you gay? I don't know. Thank you for the £2. What happened to Cannoneer? I don't know, man. I don't know. Impression of ILIA at the Volk press conference. Flouty, blouty, clouty. I don't know what he said at the Volk press conference. Khamzat lifted DC and swung him around like his kid at the park. His kid in the park. Crazy to see Khamzat lift a half metric ton. I know, dude. Absolutely insane. Literally half your Bjornsson level stuff. Could you argue that UFC 319 is the most anticipated card this year, or at least most anticipated main event? Sure. Oh, they changed the layout of the stream. That's cool. I like the new artwork, YouTube. That looks way better. A lot more sleek and professional looking. I like the separation graphics. That's good. Argued that 319 is the most anticipated card of this year, or at least most anticipated main event. I think once the press conference happens, if they get heated, it will be the most anticipated. But yeah, this is probably the most anticipated card of the year so far. What's up, Guru? Doing my first BJJ comp this weekend. But that being said, UFC 311 was very anticipated up until Arman fell out the card. Yuri versus Hill, Marab versus Umar, Makhachev versus Arman. That was a good card before Arman ruined everything and has done nothing ever since, stupid fat bitch. What's up, Guru? Doing my first BJJ comp this weekend. About to walk him down and... Alright then. Best of luck to you. Thank you for the $5. Be aggressive. What's up, Jury? When did DDP respond for an interview? Did you have to email him? No, he just eventually got back to the DM that I sent at the start of training camp. Once the fight got announced, I said, hey, fight week interview. And then I guess they just checked back in time in their DMs. I wonder if MMA Guru asked for an interview at any point in there. I did. Guru is one of the greatest blacks of all time. All right, buddy, give me your wallet. Sup, Julius? We were promised an all-day stream 2,000 years ago. Also, impression of Schmitty not being invited to his own after party. You guys are just fucking bullies. I don't want to keep bullying Schmitty. If he genuinely feels like I'm bullying him, it kind of changes the tone of me. I didn't think I thought it was like banter, but I don't know if he feels like I'm bullying him. Has Khamzat even fought anyone in their prime? I'd say Burns was prime. I'd say prime Gilbert Burns. I'd say prime Gilbert Burns. Ish, at least. Like, he was there. He was within that region of his career. Who you got for the welterweight tough final at 319? The welterweight tough final at 319. I don't know. Thank you for the $2. Oh! Danil. Shout out to my boy Danil, dude. Who's with me, dude? I'm massively a fan of this Danil guy, this Ukrainian guy Danil. And fuck Dana White for not giving him fucking respect for that finish on tough. He hit the guy in the back of the head. The guy dropped him after that. He wasn't out of it for the rest of the fight from one back of the head shot. You fucking idiots. You know how many back of the head shots happen in the sport that you don't say shit about? What the fuck was Dana's problem with that Daniil guy? He put on a sick scrap. He hit the guy behind the head once. What? Big fucking whoop. The guy dropped him after that and got back up and started swinging. He was fine. Like an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, I've got Daniil. He probably will lose it because the other guy is a really good grappler, but I've still got Daniil. Yo, Guru, have you heard that DC is now 736 pounds while only being 2'5"? He needs an intervention before it's too late. He needs a Barrett 50 cal, mate. Thank you for the membership, Mr. Epic. I appreciate you very much indeed. Something to take him out. No, I'm joking. I don't want to joke about that. But either way, yeah, DC needs to lose weight. So Chimaev fighting a can on 319. Nice for some. UK as fuck boy for promo gambling. Here's more money, fatty. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. I have a betting advice video and I got it sponsored by a gambling company. A generational. I think Fluffy would survive RDR grappling early on and eventually break and sub him with an arm in guillotine in round 4 or 5. What do you think? Fluffy would survive RDR's grappling early on. The knees to the body are a huge part of it, though. But I would probably have to pick Hernandez over a lot of these top fucking middleweights now, so I agree. Maya, 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 I wait tonight. Hey, hey. I miss those songs, dude. The 2000s, I miss him. Did you see Sean O'Malley turn into Ian Gary? He was the original Ian Gary, really. Impression of Ty the sneaky hippo stealing Volk's air fryer. Oh, later. You'll never see it coming, eh? You really won't, eh? Will there be a training arc with you and Tingus Pingus? Say he wants to do MMA after basketball. I'll teach Tingus Pingus the ropes of MMA and all there is to know if he teaches me how to ball. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be an equal exchange. Will there be? I've already read it. You see this guy who got a contract last night is fighting this Saturday? No. Thank you for the third. Oh, I did, yeah. Susukayev got a contract for the 4 days from now. Yeah, very cool. We need more European fucking songs, dude. What happened to those hits they used to make? I have a theory that COVID happened as an excuse for the UFC to save booking their stars and money to rent out an arena for a crowd and give bad events. I don't think the UFC was behind COVID. You know what I'm saying? Unless Song Yadong was up to no good at the Apex, I'm not sure. Best height and size for each weight class. I ain't going for every weight class like that for $2. Thank you for the $2. Dricus by Apartheid. I appreciate... Okay. Do you think 319 is a good card? I think it's a solid card, yeah. I wish it had a bit more substance when it came to like championship fights. I feel like we're missing multiple championship fights on a card these days, but yeah, it's all good. Impression of Nate Diaz and Tito Ortiz debating political issues. Hold up. We gotta think about the gays. I don't know what Diaz's politics would be. We'll just correct you, I was never gay. Volkov should have beat Garn and beat Aspinall in a rematch, but it doesn't matter because Garn subs Aspinall easier. Garn subs Aspinall, okay? Will Dricky Bobby make a cum shot cry? That's the plan. That's the plan. Impression of Tito using an Asian accent without realizing. No, hello. Oh shit, was that me? My bad. I've been having kombucha recently in my diet. Dude, just watched your Mark Goddard rage maxing video. I'm dying. That was so unbelievably funny. Switching between the perspective. It's over. No. It's fucking over. It's done. What are you doing, Mum? Goddard's so angry, man. DDP by opening a can of spinach mid-fight. That could work. That could work, especially if he's got his olives. Thank you for the 80 pence, Sonny Lewis. Why not put 100 on both fighters to win either way? Don't know. The odds make it so that you would lose overall if you do that. Do you think the UFC will up their promo with those new deals? More sit-down interviews or press-to-print? I hope so, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. That would require effort and wanting to do good. Been a minute, bro. Just got back from our trip to Vegas. We collected 50k. We are on a 2-fight win streak. We want Shara in October. Thoughts? You're Christian Leroy Duncan. Thank you for the £5. I appreciate you. Impression of Bobby Green doing his jump into the octagon and chinning himself on impact. Damn, holy shit, come on. Also, new fight added to 319. I saw the guy from Contender Series. How confident are you in Lerone? I think he'll win, but I'm not as confident as 2-1 favorite for him. I just think he'll win. Impression of Volk catching a Samoan pooing in the grass behind his grill at Dan's backyard. Hey, there's no poo in here. What do you mean there's no poo in here? Hey, I thought there was poo all over. Hey. I don't know what Samoans do. Max Holloway deadbeat baby mum. Gotta be mad as hell. Max's wife posted something about his son and how he didn't deserve to be abandoned and how she vows to be his mum forever. Damn, I didn't know that Max's mum fucking walked out on the fucking relationship. That's crazy, actually. I didn't even think about that. Because that's not Rush's mum, is it? I didn't even think about what happened to the mum. She just walked out and left Max to look after him on his own. Hey, I just didn't even think about that. I like Max even more now. That didn't even cross my mind for a second in Holloway's career. Isn't that weird? That's how we're conditioned. I didn't even think that it could have been someone else's fault. She just walked out, left Holloway to deal with the kid. I didn't know about that. Respect to Holloway. I did a bit of a McGregor impression. JDM beats Chimaev, mate. Bro, been crazy with the rage bait lately. Absolutely mad about thing, yeah? He will for real kill someone, yeah? Will be a fucking accessory to fucking murder me. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to start the stream and say. I'm naming my first son Titus. That's what I'm naming him. You need to be humble, brother. I don't need to be humble. Titus? No, Titus. Titus of the Death Watch. Has anyone else hooked on Space Marine shit recently? I don't know if it's part of the racism, but I'm hooked. You served in a Death Watch. Titus. ILIA versus Prime Conor at a press conference. Who wins? Prime Conor would win a press conference against ILIA for sure. Seeing as ILIA's copied him in terms of everything he's done in life. I think McGregor would probably bring up all of that shit. Titus going to be 5'7". No chance my son's going to be 5'7". My kid's going to be 6'5". Guaranteed. Thank you for the 10 Australian dollars. A pity as Dricus is such a Rainbow Nation enjoyer and doesn't identify with the boys. Sure, buddy. Thank you for the 10. Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, Dricus is, you know. Yeah. He's not one of the boys. You've met him and spoke to him, yeah. He's definitely not one of the boys. You're right. Thank you, but that's why I support him so much. Do you think Justin has any chance at all against ILIA? Yes. I do think Justin has any chance at all against ILIA. He won't win, though. What do you mean? What do you do if Dana puts power slap on the prelims? Dana puts power slap on the prelims. He can't possibly pull it off. He could maybe have like a crowd cam of a power slap match going on, but not on the prelims. DDP by first round decision or unanimous confusion? We're all going to DM BJ on Halloween saying go outside and look to the sky at 2:22 a.m. February the 2nd, 2026. There you will find your answers. What are we, Gandalf? What the fuck? Look to the sky at 2:22 a.m. on February 2nd. Wait for my coming. Dricus is Afrikaans. If you know anything about the Afrikaner. Okay. Thank you for the $5. Guru not beating the JD Vance meme allegations. I appreciate the $2, dude. Thank you. Power flap. Impression of Joe Rogan glazing MVP star jumps versus Cannonier. You're talking. I mean, look at him. God. Just imagine him doing that to you. Have you seen the trend in the UK? Is everyone saying how great everything is in London? Everyone's sharing their amazing days out in London. It's like this is the new cope. When you know the city's fallen when people have to share every time they have a day where they don't get robbed. It's this new trend in the UK I'm seeing. People forget, man. Dougie's Corner was a manager at an Indian call center. Not joking. Was he really? Thank you for the $5. A manager at an Indian call center. What a guy. Impression of JDM knocking Islam out of in front of Habib and then making Islam leave a brown skid streak across the canvas by rear naked choke dragging him. I don't know. That's it. I don't think that's really his poo. Thank you for the $5. I don't think that's really his poo. Yo, Guru, is Whopper called a Royale over there? Called a Royale with cheese. Does have to be one charming motherfucking pig. You know what they call burger? A Royale with cheese. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. A Royale with cheese. Great film. Jack Slack said NICKSICK makes good mid-fight reads. No. His boys just don't listen to him. Thoughts? Do you even rate Jack? I don't think he makes good mid-fight reads, dude. Any advice you give someone in the corner is a good mid-fight read because there's all obvious things they should be doing. A good coach makes fighters that can pick up on mid-fight reads. Yes or no in chat. A good coach teaches fighters how to adjust. If you can't blame your fighters for not listening to your adjustments that you're telling them to do. In the case of Sean Strickland, I understand it a little bit, but for everyone else, part of training a good fighter is training a fighter that can listen to advice and follow orders and make adjustments. Khamzat via KO plus 500 or plus 850? I don't know. I don't know. Sub is way more likely. So I don't know why that's more of an underdog thing. So I doubt. I think you've got them mixed up. We will be messaging BJ, you are a clone. Yeah. Ah! Impression of Conor chewing on poo. Delicious me. What the fuck? Spanian in U City making things great again right now. Shout out to Spanian, dude. Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva. I'm feeling more and more Diego Lopez. I don't know why. Just me, I hope my son mocks the fuck out of me? Yes. Like, just way bigger than me and just better in every way? Yes. Like how now versus 20-year-old my son, he absolutely mauls me? Dude, my son's going to have my fucking... He's going to be getting ahead of... He's going to actually enjoy his youth, unlike me. That's how good I'm going to have him in his mindset. He's going to have a great childhood. He's going to enjoy life. I didn't enjoy it, so he could. Yo, Guru, going to Poland with my girlfriend for my birthday in 2 weeks. How do I stop myself from questioning the tour guide in Auschwitz? Just close your eyes. It's the best way not to have any questions about anything. Because if you have them open, you're going to definitely see a few things. Impression of Eubank Sr. with Roganism? Well, the death camps in Poland are a little different, though. Because... So I don't know if you should be doing that in Poland. Because that was just exterminating their military, basically. Impression of Eubank Sr. with Roganism?
People forget, man, that Benson Henderson invented this. He did. And stupendous confectionery. You must have pause to make sure.
Good day, Guru. We are going to end Cum Shot this week, and we will end Islam in November. Thank you for the 9 months of membership. Who will Dricus fight when he loses? I don't think we give him a rematch. We give him a rematch. All right, Dag, calm down. I think they'll just do like Dricus du Plessis versus like a MVP or a Cannonier or a winner of that or an Anthony Hernandez or a RDR MVP would just be a meme of a fight they could do. Always refreshing to witness your crash outs. Do you ever worry for the fate of your immortal soul? No. If DDP wins, will you come back to the motherland? I will, yeah. That'll change my mind. I did say I was never going back to South Africa in the interview of DDP, and you gave me a little look for a second, like, why would you say that? Dude, did you look around at all when you lived there? I looked around while I went there to travel, and it's not nice. Thank you for the $2. I'm the cause of 7 missing. All right, thank you for the 2. Love your content, Guru. We have an active club in Australia full of the boys getting politics to... All right, thank you for the 6 months of membership. Take back the nation. Good shit. Can you see why AI chat summary and why do you repeat donos 3 times? I don't repeat donos 3 times. It just resets them every time, so I keep seeing the same ones go past. So sometimes I'll repeat them. I don't know if JDM can overcome Jislam. He can. I'll tell you this as well. JDM beats Chimaev. DDP interview coming out after the stream. Breaking news, Khamzat has contracted gout after coming into contact with Fat DC. The fight is off. God damn. Do you think BJ Penn's mum is a clone? Yes, I agree with him. We paid for your hats, Chant. We paid for your hats. Yeah. Thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars, Steph Gauthier. Do the next 2 minutes of streaming Coke's Conor impression. No. Dricus was like, you didn't like the black pussy. I don't know what I'm even saying now. I tried to McGregor up. You didn't like the black pussy in South Africa, I take it, yeah? Why not, mate? I hear you fucked a girl from fucking Rhodesia out there, yeah? No, a girl told me she's from Zimbabwe, and I said, Rhodesia. I said that to her, and then it went down. Go back, but don't leave the gated communities. Thank you for the $2. NICKSICK's latest pod, he cries. Says he doesn't watch or see social media hate. Guy stinks. He cried. We need a video, sir. Guru, strong and jacked. Right, what has Eric NICKSICK done? Has he really cried? I almost don't believe you. Adesanya picking Dricus du Plessis. You love to see the maturity, dude. We made him humble. We matured Adesanya. I'm confident DDP wins. He better than 6-day Usman. I know, dude, he's better than 6-day Usman. By fucking far. By absolutely fucking far. Eric NICKSICK opens up on coaching struggles. I struck a nerve, yeah. I'm making the video regardless. But it's good that he's having the conversation, you know what? So actually, respect to Eric NICKSICK. He could just deny any, mistakes. But, yeah, he's having a problem. If du Plessis wins, will his resume eclipse ILIA? I was talking to du Plessis about that in the interview. I think he will be pound for pound #1 if he wins. Have you seen the video of Dana and TITO kissing? No. Oh, I have, yeah. I have seen it. It's a peck, right? But yeah, I have seen that. There's a lot of AI Dana videos as well. Where would you put DDP on pound for pound if he wins? Chat, yes or no? Let's get this established. If Dricus du Plessis beats Khamzat Chimaev, #1 pound for pound in the UFC. That'd be Chimaev, Strickland twice, Whittaker at the time that he beat him, Adesanya as well, in the mix of that as well. You've got to put him #1 pound for pound, I think. That's not far-fetched at all. Because it'll be before Ilia's next fight and before Makhachev's next fight. No, #2. Wow, no #2. #2 he would be. So why would he be above Makhachev but not Ilia Topuria? Why would he be above Makhachev and not Ilia Topuria then? Explain that one. Oh, now 3 at most. Okay, cool. 3 at most. Sorry, let's change. You'd have to have some consistency in the argument to say #2. So let's just say #3 so you don't have to actually argue your point. Stay #3, chat. It's easier. Because if he's above Makhachev, he's above Topuria. End of. They're right next to each other, pound for pound. I think Dricus du Plessis could have an argument for pound #1 if he wins this fight over Chimaev. I think so. I think it's just Ilia's first round knockouts. Thank you for the £2. Oh, yeah, because to why he's up there on the pound for pound. But if Chimaev gets finished by Dricus, that's impressive as fuck. Finishing Chimaev in a fight is more impressive than finishing Oliveira. Even though Oliveira is a greater win to have on your resume, a definitive finish over Chimaev is a more impressive way of winning against Chimaev than it is against Oliveira, because that's how Oliveira loses. You know what I'm saying? Finishing Khamzat, who's been the boogeyman for years, is more impressive than Charles, pound for pound #1. Finishing Khamzat, who's been the boogeyman for years, is more impressive than Charles, pound for pound #1. Yeah, at this point, right? Obviously a win over Charles when you look back in the histories of MMA. If Chimaev loses this and never becomes champ, it'll be different. But at the moment, yeah, it'd be more shocking if DDP were to finish Chimaev brutally. Never forget what Pat Barry took from us, I know. It's a shame. If you were given no choice, would you rather kill a doctor or 5 homeless people who you would choose? They are all in their 20s. If you were given no choice, would you rather kill a doctor or 5 homeless people? Who would you choose? What race are the homeless people? What do they think? Who are they? Let me have a conversation with the 5 homeless people first and the doctor individually, and then I'll get back to you. I just need a conversation with him. Impression of John Fury getting kicked in the balls?
Oh, you bastard! Ah!
Some shit like that. Impression of Dana seeing Guru in the corner of Porzingis at his Contender Series debut?
What?
This guy ain't getting fucking signed. I don't care how fucking tall he is. Pay-per-view's expensive, dude. I owe you. Impression of gay Conor? Somebody fucking sniff a line out me gooch, mate. I don't know. Thank you for the 2.